Hey, if you don't know what the most profitable strategy is on Dinoswap, then this video is for you, but it's also for me because I created an auto compounding bot so I can compare the Beefy Finance auto compounding versus using the Jurassic Pool for my yield rewards. What I'm talking about right now is Dinoswap. Dinoswap is a yield farm on the Polygon network, and if you're familiar with PancakeSwap, it works very similarly. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through this experiment that I created a few days ago and tell you my results so far. I should hopefully post more results later, so please like this video and also subscribe so you can hear more about it. Alright, so let's jump in. So this is Dinoswap, and Dinoswap, like I said, is a yield farm on the Polygon network. So when I jumped into Dinoswap, I actually jumped in, I think, the day when this farm dropped, and I jumped into this farm, and in this farm I supply liquidity, so I'm a liquidity provider, and I'm supplying Dino tokens and USDC. I first started off with 500 US dollars in total. I split it into Dino and USDC, and I supplied liquidity. But the risk with me supplying liquidity in this pool is that I can experience impermanent loss due to the volatility when it comes to supplying liquidity, and I can also experience loss in terms of the Dino token. So it was a very risky decision, but I made it nonetheless. When Dino Swap was released, this is what I was doing for some time, and I was collecting Dino rewards. I was not doing any compounding at that time because I was still just surveying the landscape. Then something good happened. They decided that they partner with Beefy Finance, and Beefy Finance is like an auto compounder. So it takes your yield from various protocols and it automatically compounds it. So I was like, okay, cool. I should use Beefy Finance to auto compound the yield that I receive from Dinoswap, and that way I make even more. However, I am still exposed to impermanent loss. So, I'm still hoping that things go well for the price of the token. By the way, when I first purchased a Dino token, I bought it at 324. And obviously, as more liquidity was being locked into the protocol, the APR continuously decreased. So it got me a bit anxious. So then they decided to launch something that got me super excited, and that is Jurassic Pools. In these pools, you just stake your tokens and you earn a reward. So I thought to myself, which one is more profitable? Should I actually just keep my tokens in the Beefy Finance pool where it's auto compounding my yield? Or should I stake my yield back into Dinoswap where I actually get my Dino tokens, claim my Dino tokens ever so often, and then add it to the Dino pool? But then if I had to do this manually, then that would be quite time consuming. I wouldn't remember to do it all the time. So I decided maybe I should create an auto compounding bot. So I will take my liquidity from Beefy Finance, put it back into Dinoswap, and then take my earnings and put it into the Jurassic Pool. So that's what I was doing for a couple of days, like maybe 1 or 2 days. But then the yield, the APR here got considerably low as well. So now I'm just like, okay, which one is better? Is it better for me to do what I'm doing right now, which is taking my Dino earned here and putting it into the Jurassic Pool? Or should I just put everything in Beefy Finance? So finally, I decided, you know what? Even though I have my bot, which is auto compounding my earnings from this farm into this pool, maybe I need to compare both of the strategies and figure out which one is the most profitable. Okay, so let me just quickly show you my code. All right, so here we go. So essentially it's just one script, and I'm interacting with 2 smart contracts. I'm interacting with the farm smart contract as well as the Dino pool smart contract. And essentially what I do is every 4 minutes. So every 4 minutes I am checking the pool, and once the earnings from the pool is more than the cost of gas fees, then I decide to compound, and I essentially compound into the Dino pool. So I interact with the smart contract and I withdraw. First, I withdraw my Dino tokens from the Dino farm. So let me just show you what that is. So I withdraw the Dino tokens from this farm. As you can see, look, it says 0 because I probably just did it in my code. And then I take that and I deposit it into the Dino pool. So I then deposit those Dino tokens back into the Dino pool, and that is this pool right here. So as you can see, this is my code running like every 4 minutes. So It probably would not pop up on the screen right now, but it has been running for some time. I had to, supply more gas fees at some point today. I didn't deploy it to a server because I didn't know how long I would actually commit to this project, and I just did it quickly one night. I actually did it whilst I was live on TikTok. I started the code, so that was pretty fun trying to multitask. So yeah, that is the code. All right, so let's go into the mathematics of everything. I'm still getting a grip on DeFi math. I feel like I should bring out a course on DeFi math because it is a different kind of math, though. At least just math you have to think twice about. So let's jump in. Okay, so let's look at my snapshot of when I first started. So I had $265 worth in the Dino Swap Pool. So that's 265.12. And then over across on Beefy, I had 267. No, in the screenshot, I had 267.48. And then right now, according to, what's happening right now, here I have 273.84. Here, that's on my Dino. On my Beefy, it is 282. Can I copy that? Okay, 282.78, I'll remember. 282.78. And then in my pool, I've got 26508. So let me refresh everything to make sure that's correct, actually, because I'm sure something different has happened. 274.05. All right, cool. So the reality is, the pool on Dino is one part of the competition and then Beefy is the other part. But this pool is actually in terms of Dino. So the price of Dino right now is $3.98. So multiplied by 3.98. So the total, so version A and then version B, the total is equal to sum of this and this and this, and then B is 15.3. So right now version A, which is if I do Dino farming and then also compounding into Dino pool, is winning by just a few cents. So it's a very thin win, but it's a win nonetheless. So yeah, I am going to report back to you probably in a few days from now and let you know which one is winning. Yeah, this is kind of inconclusive, so I can't tell you which strategy you should be doing. Obviously, do what's best for you, but I'm going to continue doing this because I like experimenting. Let me know what you think of this video and what your strategy is right now with Dinoswap. And if you're not doing Dinoswap, let me know how you're utilizing your tokens at the moment. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.